Okay, Gollum. The game that looks like it's out from 2008. Reminds me of like the PS3 era with this graphics. I know that it has ray tracing. The PS3 did not have ray tracing, but the graphics, the rasterized graphics, they look just from the PS3 era. Alright, so let's just go through the graphics. Let me just take this off. Let's go through the graphics. It's 4K. Everything is epic. Everything is gonna be epic or high on its high settings. Ray tracing mode is on because this is a 4090. I'm not gonna be playing with no ray tracing. DLSS is the upscaler is DLSS. It's choosing DLSS, but it's off. DLSS is off at the moment. DLAA, I'm gonna be trying DLAA too. And frame generation, I'm gonna be trying, but later down the road in the video. All right, so let's just do a new game and see how it runs. Okay, let's enable that overlay. The cinematics in this game, they just run at 30 FPS. I don't know why. I hate games that run their cinematic at 30 FPS. At least do 60 FPS, you know? 60 FPS looks better than 30 FPS. I'm just gonna skip the cinematic too. It's just like hurting my eyes. And wow. As you can see, this is a 4090 paired with a 13700K, which is not bottlenecking the GPU, but this game is running at 60 FPS and drops to the 50s on the 4090 with graphics that look like it's from 2010. Even God of War game, God of War 3 from the PS3 looks better than this. And this game is like running at 59, 55 FPS, 60 FPS sometimes. It goes to 66 now. It's like now it's in the 70s. But I can feel like it's not smooth, and it's not a smooth 70 FPS. It's like you can see those spikes in the time graph, like frame time graph. I can feel them. I can feel them. It's not like they're just spikes on like other games. You cannot, like, it happens once and you don't feel it. These are happening all the time. And I'm not sure that it's like it's loading anything because the game is not gonna load the map over and over and over again. If it does that, then it's like a trash game. But I don't think that's the case. I think it's calling de novo. It's making an API calls to de novo to check the game legitness, you know? Check that the game is legit copy, is not cracked or anything, or stolen or something like that.
You know why.
I think that the wizard sound is the same as Sir Ian. Probably. If it's not him, he's really mimicking Sir Ian's sound, voice. I mean, not sound. It just sound like Gandalf. Whoa. Ready to go up there. All right, so let's try DLSS on quality and see if it's. So now I have 60 FPS. I'm not gonna use the mouse because this game also has a mouse problem, just like Jedi Survivor. Let's just go down and use DLSS. Apply it. I'm not gonna use DLAA. Wow, it gave me 100 FPS more, just DLSS quality. I was in the 60s, right? 62, 64, and now I'm 170. More than 110 FPS just with DLSS quality. This is why they say like developers are lazy and are like implementing DLSS to make sure that the game is not, you know, is not trash. If you use DLSS, to be honest with you, these days DLSS looks better than native resolution, so it's not bad. But you don't, you know, game developers, they rely on DLSS for the games so that they don't suck. And this is, and you can see like that's another stutter. With DLSS, the frame time is a little bit flat this time, but you can feel like stutters from like every like 10 seconds. And I'm sure that it's not loading something. It's just like the game being trash. That's what it is. That's just what it is. Whetstone. Is it Whitestone or was it Whetstone? If it's Whetstone, he's gonna sharpen something. If it's Whitestone, this that probably is a gem. All right, so the DLSS quality bumps up my FPS quite a bit. Let's try just ignore that Instagram reel. Okay, so let's try DLSS on performance. This is just my brother. He's like sending me reels. He's gonna make my day very, very bad now. All right, so let's just go and yeah. See, mouse. There's a mouse problem. I'm hovering over quality, but it's not. It's not selecting it. Let's just go DLSS on. What just happened? DLSS on performance. Apply it. So the apply button just like applies. It doesn't tell you like, are you sure you want to apply that? Let's just reset those 100% lows and average FPSs. DLSS performance did not give me a bigger bump the same as DLSS quality gave me from native resolution. All right, but it's a bump, but it's not as big as of a bump as the one that I got from 60 FPS in native resolution. What the hell happened? Okay, I died. All right, no problem. So it did not give me the same FPS boost, and the game still stutters. Yeah, I'm sure now that it's not just calling it's not just like loading something, it's just calling de novo. And this is what de novo calls feel like. We're just gonna skip over the cinematics. I don't want to watch the cinematics. Where should I go? I should have watched the cinematic. I'm just kidding. So yeah, it's 180 FPS right now. The 100% lows are in the 29 because it's like the cinematic dropped to the 30 FPS. And the DLSS performance actually just like sometimes just dropped the GPU usage. It was 90 before, but it's like 80 in some places. All right, so let's try native quality, like native 4K with DLSS frame generation. Let's just go through the settings. I'm not gonna use the mouse, I forgot. And just disable DLSS upscaling. Go enable frame generation and apply it. Go back, go back. So frame generation from 60 to 100. So it gave me like 40 FPS ish, like it's in the 90s, but it goes to 100 sometimes. Let's just reset those 100% lows. So the 100% lows are not very far, but I can feel the responsiveness is not that good. I mean, it's not. I can move my mouse. It takes like half a second for the camera to move. Even though I had like a pretty good baseline of an FPS. I had 60 FPS something, and still the responsiveness feels clunky. Right, let's just skip this. Skip this. Oh, yeah, I cannot. I don't think that I can play like this. It's like really not responsive. It feels mushy. Like, you know, I move the mouse. It takes like half a second for the mouse to be moved in the game, like for the camera to be moved. Spiders, spiders, spiders. And also, the character looks like he's having artifacts. The character is artifacting hard.
What does she do then?
You can see like he's leaving trails, like ghosting trails behind him. And this is because of frame generation. It causes those like artifacts to happen. Even though it's like a high frame rate, like half of the FPS is frame generated. It's not like Spider-Man and other games. Wow, wow. It just dropped to 15 FPS. Yeah, I think it's trying to compensate for that frame generation, so it drops the actual game FPS rendered from the game to 15, and then frame generation picks it up. But it takes a long time. It took like 2 seconds to get like 30 FPS again. Alright, let's try DLAA this time. Let's try DLAA. See how DLAA works with frame generation. Where's DLAA? It's right here. Apply it. Go back. So DLAA dropped my FPS from 130 to 100. It took a 30 FPS. Probably just because of the scene. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's picking up again to that 130. 100% lows are 15 because it drops to 15 FPS in the cinematic.
So you never left that cave,
Never.
and no one ever saw.
All right.
No.
I mean, the gameplay is good. I mean, I would like to play this game, but if it had like better graphics, it could justify those FPS drops and whatnot. You know, it's a good game. I like the Lord of the Rings, so
Little spy.
sure as hell I'm gonna like this game, but it's just not, you know, not living up to the expectations. While looking like a 2010 game, it's pretty demanding. I don't know why. I know, like, games, as I said before, like God of War 3 from the PS3 era looks better than this. Looks way better than this. And God of War, like, the remastered of version of that game even looks like blows this game out of the water. All right, let's try DLSS Quality right now with frame generation and see how much FPS am I gonna get. No, I'm not gonna use the mouse again. I forget when I use the mouse. This game has really bad problem with the mouse. I stopped there. I don't know why they stopped me at DLSS. So I turned off DLAA and turned DLSS on quality. Did I apply it? I don't think that I applied it. Okay, let's just go back to DLSS on quality. Apply it. Now it's applied. Wow, frame generation in DLSS quality gives me 250 FPS. Now it doesn't. Now it feels responsive because I have a high frame rate. Let's just reset those 100% lows. From DLAA to DLSS, 100% lows are pretty improved. I have like the average like 240, and the 100% lows are like 214. So it's not that far off, like 30 FPS less, but you see, like, it still feels stuttery sometimes. It's just loading. It's not loading anything. It's just like calling de novo. I'm sure of that. Oh, they saw me. Wow.
Yeah.
I got caught. I did not see that coming. All right. Follow that thing again. Oh, I should go from this side. Yeah. I was wrong. When they caught me, the FPS dropped dramatically. What just happened? What did he drop? Alright. Alright guys, so I'm gonna be trying this game on the 3090 Ti and the 3050 and the 3070 and the 3060 Ti too. Well, I'm probably gonna do the 2070 Super. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that. But I'm gonna be trying it on all the 30 series GPUs that I have and see how it scales up from there. Alright guys, take care.